Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Trans-West Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado, right here on I-25. My name is Michaela. This morning I have a brand new 2025 Logan coach 4-horse LQ. This one's a side load, full width rear tack, integrated hay pod, 14-foot LQ, and it's their premier package up front. So it has a lot of options. This one is very well loaded out. So I'm excited to bring it to you guys this morning. Before we get to the trailer, we're going to run through our drawing together and just go through some of those important numbers for you guys. Again, we're looking at a 14-foot short wall. So that gives us 34 feet 11 inches on the floor. So just shy of 35 feet on the floor. Including your nose, your total length tip to tail is 43 feet and 8 inches. We are 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall on this one. We've got two 10,000-pound axles under it with 19.5 wheels. It's a spread axle. This one is just really well set up. We've got a lot going on, but we'll go ahead and get to the trailer here in person and show you guys exactly what it has. Starting outside right here, we have our electric awning. It's just a bit breezy again this morning, but this awning will push out, push of a button. We've got a strip of lights underneath it, has speakers built into it. We have an awning light outside here as well. This trailer has your sport package, so you're gonna have your frameless windows all the way around it. We do have exterior outlets right here for charging purposes. And then also outside here, we have a bench. So I actually just added this same fold down step to a different LQ that I have shipping out to Ohio this weekend. He said he's seen these on his friends' trailers. He really wanted it as an exterior bench seating option and to take off your boots. So this one's already built on this Logan here, already optioned with it, so you guys can see. Great spot to sit and hang out. You've got your awning out. You want to take off your boots or put on your boots. Keep them all outside your LQ right here. It's super convenient. Nice that it's already on here. We don't have to add it on this trailer. We'll go ahead and step inside and check out this interior. And we're gonna come just straight up the stairs as we come inside. First thing. So up here, we have an 8-inch memory foam mattress, queen size. Up at the front, we've just got a headboard on this one, which I think looks really nice. It kind of brings that LQ like living room finishes up here as well. Each side of your headboard there, you're gonna have outlets. You'll have your auxiliary outlets, your regular outlets. We've got light switch controls. And then over on our driver's side, we actually have a second gen start switch over there. So you can control that own-in generator from your nose up here. We've got windows on each side. We have another TV up here. You guys want to just climb in and check it out. We've got a TV up here. We've got another cabinet over there, which I understand is hard for you guys to check out, but no, we have cabinet storage over here, which has adjustable shelves in it. And then this cabinet right here is perfect spot with your hanging rod in there for your shirts and your jackets, things that need to hang up. And I really love that it's optioned right here on this trailer at the foot of the bed versus being all the way up in the nose. A lot of trailers that we're used to seeing for LQs have that wardrobe storage up in the, like at your head. And I just think that's somewhat inconvenient to be having to crawl up there with all of your shirts and jackets. So I really like that it's now a headboard. Got all of your outlets up there, your light switch controls, your gen controls, and then at the foot you have your closet. Just so much you can reach it just from right here. So much more accessible, very smart right there. We have a pocket door here, so you do have your full privacy nose up in this trailer. And then at the drop wall right here, this is gonna be a what they call a single dinette. So it's meant for just one person on each side here. I really like that we were able to still get your bench seating into this trailer. Still very wide. You could probably easily fit 2 children per side, 1 adult, but this is going to be great extra table space for those of you that do work remotely. You need to work going down the road. You want to set out your laptop right here, your files, your paperwork, or if you're just going to eat and you don't want to eat at your sofa, nice to have this right here. Also does turn it into a sleeping space. So you do have your second sleeping location right here. Up above, we're gonna have cabinetry up here. So good shelf storage space up there, nice and wide open, very tall too, because remember, this is an 8-foot tall trailer. So we have tons of headspace in here, which gives us a lot of overhead cabinetry. And then taking you guys down below, all the way down below the dinette, talked about working remotely off this table. You do have some outlets right there to charge your computer, your laptop, your phone, anything like that. And then working into our slide out, we have our 6-foot electric slide out right here with our sofa sleeper inside that slide out. So this right here will slide down into the bed. Last time I lost my mics when I did this, but I am 6 feet tall, so this will give you guys a reference. It's not quite long enough, I would say, just to go straight, so you will be sleeping at a diagonal, but this is what 6 foot tall looks like in your third sleeping space inside of this trailer. It's nice to have multiple sleeping spaces inside a 14-foot short wall, because it keeps you super manageable as on floor length, but you still get in 3 sleeping areas. Looks like down below we've got some pull-out drawers here. Those are really nice. They're just trying to work in just because we're on a slope right here, guys, but these do pull all the way out. Gets you some really good storage inside of there, and they work really smoothly and really nicely. And I like that they've upgraded all of your drawer pulls and hardware inside of this trailer, upgraded to your bronze finish. Back here, also have some good storage space. So when you are using all these multiple sleeping areas, good spot to store all those extra blankets that you might need. Again, this is your sport package, so you have your frameless windows throughout. They are going to crank open and pop open like that to get you ventilation. You'll have 3 throughout this slide out here. And then all of your windows do have your day and your night blinds. So you've got 2 options. So right now we've got it wide open. You can go to your day blind, which is going to give you guys a little bit of visibility in and out. So you're going to get some of that nice sunlight in here, but not the harsh lighting. And then we do have your night blind as well, that will block out a majority of the light and give you guys that privacy at night if you are camping out at RV grounds or a fairgrounds. You park next to your neighbor, they still are outside running lights off their LQ. You guys can really block that out and go to sleep easier that way. And up above, do have additional cabinetry up here as well. Flip up doors here. And then right here we have our second TV. So this one is on a swivel arm. You're just gonna pull this and this will come out and swivel. You can position that at your sofa or at your dinette. We do have our AM FM radio right here. It is your Jensen. You do have your Bluetooth capabilities as well. And you're gonna have all 3 different zones, A, B, and C. So you'll have speakers up in your nose. You have speakers right here inside of your living space, and then you have your speakers outside as well. You click through A, B, and C. You can control each volume separately for all 3 zones. Additional storage space. You're getting a very large amount of storage space inside of this trailer. Still getting 3 sleeping areas, full kitchen, and full bathroom. And I really love the bathroom setup on this trailer. Does not have the pass-through to your stall area, but you're getting a much larger bathroom this way. So we do have your toilet coming in right here. Our fuse panel above that. Huge cabinetry right here. Let you guys peek right around there. Has your clothes rod up top with adjustable shelving, so you can pull that shelf out and use it as hanging space. And then you do have your Xantrax inverter down below, easily accessible right there. And a little bit of carpet at the bottom, which I think is a nice feature if you are going to store like your folded up jeans and pants inside of there. You do have light switch controls right here, additional outlet for plugging in your hairdryer, your flat iron, your razor, anything like that. Do have towel rings throughout this bathroom, and then double door vanity right here into your medicine cabinet. This does go all the way through. It's not a partition right here. So you can store all your items in there, your smaller items. It does have the lip right there, so nothing's gonna come out when you do open that up. Smaller bathroom sink in here. You don't need a huge bathroom sink in here. You're not washing any dishes, which gives you a large counter space. I really like the tile backsplash and then the finish of all these that matches with your handles here. Storage down here. And then we do have your 3 drawers right next to that. Huge, very deep drawers. So really great amount of storage inside your bathroom there. Again, without that pass through, you're getting really good space in here. And then over here, your shower. It's in the corner, and it does have your skylight above it as always, but you do get a bench in this one as well. So when it does duck back into the corner here, you get a lot of extra space. And with it being your 8-foot tall LQ, you have a lot of head clearance regardless. So even just coming up before the skylight, you have tons of head clearance. And then we have our skylight, so you can reach even higher. 6 feet tall, plenty of space in here. You do have your removable shower head, of course, which is down at the bottom right now because this trailer is winterized. But you can pick that up and wash your hair off that way. And then you also have your bench in here that you can sit down if you need to shave your legs. Really, really good space inside of here. We'll step out and take a look at the cabinets next door. Now, I really like that Logan does this concept with your clothes rod as well as the shelving, because now you have the ability to use this however you need to. You want to just use it as hanging space, you can take your shelf out. If you want to adjust your shelf, you can actually change the height of this. Use it how you need to. Tons of versatility with this. And then I like to point out, in our newer Logans that we've been seeing, these shelves here are very, very sturdy. They've made these a lot thicker, a lot more durable. They're not as flimsy as we have seen. I've had a lot of customers ask about that, and I just want to point that out, that this is a very nice upgrade from what I've seen previously. They're doing a phenomenal job of building a good quality trailer. Down here, you guys will notice, again, adjustable shelving. And we do have our shore power cord is hiding in here for your 30 amp service on this trailer. Also have a clothes rod up there as well. So you can use that the same way as the upper shelf. And we do have our furnace ducted into here as well as our AC. Stepping out right here, back into our kitchen now. This looks like we're looking at another cabinet, but take a look at this. It's actually a pantry door that leads to your fridge freezer combination. So this is a huge upgrade. I love this. I actually have a customer right now that just ordered a stock LQ, and this is one of the features that they wanted on their build, was the pantry door. I think that is so cool. It gives you guys extra kitchen storage right here that you're not otherwise missing, and then gives you access to your fridge freezer combination inside of here. That will run off of AC or electric or propane there. Your furnace is down below, and then up above you've got additional storage there. Now into our kitchen. I love this sink. I think it's beautiful. I think it gives it a great look, a great finish to this higher end LQ. Tons of good space within here for washing off dishes, matching bronze finish throughout. We have our thermostat control right here. It's going to run your AC and your furnace right here. Very accessible. We've got another window behind, day and night blinds, and then again that one will pop out and give you some ventilation right here. I think it's nice to give you guys a little bit of a view while you're washing dishes as well. Same concept at home. Everyone puts the window behind the sink, same as in here. We've got our recessed cooktop right here, and I really like this flip lid because it will flip in half and then fold over that way. I think that's really nice. You've got 3 cooktops right here, so really good space right here to fit your larger pots and pans in this trailer. Up above that, same backsplash that we saw in the bathroom. We've got all of our lights right here that are labeled, so they show you what those switches control, and additional outlets right here. Got this light turned on, so you have a light right here. You also have your fan right there. Then we have a microwave convection oven up above. So you do have the ability to use the oven, the convection oven feature on this microwave without having the full oven inside this trailer. Storage above. Now I'll take you guys all the way back down below our cooktop to finish out our kitchen storage here. Comes with all of your manuals, all of your remotes right here, so you guys will know exactly what you're getting and how to use it. And then what's really nice on these newer Logans is they have this manual, this little sticker right here that tells you your entire water diagram, how to winterize and how to de-winterize this trailer. So in the past, my customer right now that is building that stock LQ, that was one of their questions, was have they made it any easier? Because the older trailers was very difficult. This has received phenomenal feedback. It's very easy to follow diagram, very easy to use. And as we saw right inside of here, you're just gonna pick this up and it gives you access to all of those water features. And then that sticker will tell you exactly what to do. So great there that it's very a user-friendly trailer. Now up here, we got hat racks right here for your cowboy hats. Starting here, just a voltage meter right there. Extend and retract. This is gonna control that awning out here. Slide room in and out, that's your electric slide out back there. Water heater right here. Gray, black, fresh water tank levels, as well as your battery level right there. Your water pump control. This trailer has solar on board, so this is gonna be your solar controller right here. And we have an Onan 5500 generator right here. Your start and stop controls, your hour, and then your fuel gauge. We'll just turn that guy off and run back to battery power now. But we will step out and take a look at the rest of this Logan trailer, because there is still a lot more fun features on this one besides what we've just saw in our 14-foot short wall there. Stepping back past that fold down bench. Now right here, you guys are gonna notice an escape door. So this escape door is still on your first stall, but it's actually gonna be on your tail side. So this is not a reverse load or anything like that. It's still your normal slant load, but we have our escape door right here on our tail side with the fold down step. Your first stall is a little bit extra wide, and you still have your regular stud wall right here. You do have a manger on all 4 stalls. And I really love the fact that this escape door is on your tail side, strictly coming from someone who uses this space for storage purposes. I like having the manger on all 4 stalls. Sometimes that's harder to achieve when you want an escape door. You'd have to build your manger on your escape door in that situation. And I cannot tell you a time when I have ever opened my escape door with a horse in that stall. So putting it over here has now given you access to your storage area on curbside without being over on roadside. So I had a stock LQ Logan that I rodeoed out of, and it had your escape door right here, led to your front stall on your hip side. And I thought it was so nice that whenever I needed to, I could pull off the road, jump out, and easily access my LQ or my storage space from curbside, and I never had to go around and be in the danger zone on the highway side. So I really like that fact that it's just right here for you guys. Does have your hold back right there, so you can still clip it open, not let the wind grab it. And a fold down step getting in and out makes it really, really nice, really accessible. Now another upgrade, we have drop down windows on our tail side as well, and we do have the jail bars in them. So a lot of times when you upgrade to your drop downs on your hip side, you're not gonna get jail bars, you're gonna get wide open window. Well, with Logan, you're now getting your jail bars on your hip side here as well. These do still drop down, so you can drop those down. But I thought that was a really nice, just extra safety feature right there to keep everything contained. If you ever did clip your dividers open and run a mare and foal in here, or turn a horse loose, and you want to drop down all the windows, you still can this way, because it's not going to be wide open over on this side. If you didn't need that much ventilation, you do still have your sliding bus window on this side as well. And then our 4th stall right here is our big access door with side ramp getting into this stall area, because it is your side load. We do have this butt bar right here, and it actually is on like a little bit of a pulley system right there. So that's how it latches and unlatches to this bar up here. So I thought that was cool. Just latches right there like that. And then you pull it back free and it kind of sucks back in itself. That way it doesn't hit the ground, set at an angle, get in the way, just retracts and gets up out of the way. Very nice. While we're right here, we do have our light switch controls. So our stall lights are controlled and our stall fans are controlled with these switches right here. So we'll step in and now take a look at those lights and those fans that I was just referencing. Up here on our hightail side, each stall has a light and a stall fan. Lots and lots of upgrades on this one. I just keep finding them every time I go through this trailer. It's very neat. All padded dividers, and then your stud wall up here is a full stud wall. So you're full to the ground and you're full up high, but went ahead and did the jail bars up high. Gives extra ventilation that way, but you can still store stuff in here. So you actually could jam pack that space full of bagged shavings, hay bales, grain, anything like that, and stack it up really high that way and not worry about it coming over your stud wall right there. And again, just another look at that space right there that we just checked out through our escape door right here. All of our walls inside of this stall area are also lined and insulated, as well as your ceiling on this one. So typically in your Logans, just your regular runaround trailers, you're not getting the line and insulate package in your stall area, and you're just getting a standard aluminum sheeted roof. So upgrade in this one, everything is lined and insulated. We have one tie ring per stall, and then we have window screens on our drop downs on our head side, and every stall will have this manger trough. So nice to be able to throw some hay in there, throw some hay cubes. I always used hay cubes in mine to prevent them from pulling stuff out. Nice to be able to feed them right there. And again, you've got the drops on the head side, so you can drop those down, set a bucket of water in there, let them drink while you're fueling up. Before I shut that, I want to just point out that every divider does have your latch right there, so you can run these dividers open, as I was mentioning earlier. They will all clip together, so you can drive like this, run some horses loose in here if you wanted to. If you're moving, I used my trailer for moving. Clip them open and load all your furniture in here. Another look I want to point out, because I missed this earlier, every manger does have that hook right there as well. So you do have options with tying things inside of the space if you wanted to hang the hay net or the hay bag or tie up a water bucket, something like that. And then you do have your airflow grills. So your head grills are not solid, they're also airflow. Same with your second and third divider as well. We've got airflow up high and then solid back there. They're all slam dividers. While you guys are checking that out, I will point out this release handle right here, and then you guys can see right behind there, I know it's hard because it's dark, but that is foam back inside of there. It's a gray piece of foam, so when this does shut, it sets up against that foam, keeps it nice and tight, and it's not going to rattle, and you're not going to hear that metal on metal contact. It's a little bit quieter ride for your horses there. And then this last divider is a telescoping one, so you guys can see right now it's all the way telescope shut. It will latch in right there as well. So if you had a horse that needed a stall and a half, I know a lot of girls when they do rodeo and they have horses that they just need a little bit more space, a little bit more room to stretch out. They've got long travels between rodeos, they want to give them a stall and a half. This divider will clip open right here, so you have this entire space right here to utilize. Want to give your horse some more room, but also when you need to shut it, it's really easy because you just got to pull on it, and then you'll pull, line it up in there, and it will just lock into place right there. You're going to pull that to release it, and then all you got to do is just push it back and it will retract in itself right there. So very easy to use, very versatile, very well optioned out stall area right here. All the way around you do have your Vortex lining, which is this black stuff that you're seeing throughout the Logan trailers. It is like a spray-on rubber mat. It's a lot softer than bed liner, so it's not quite as hard as bed liner. It's a great protectant. Really just gives you guys a little bit of that protecting if your horses do kick. Acts like a kick mat right there. Now I want to show you this door really quick. because I thought this was nice how it worked. It's got this handle right here which locks. So when you do shut it and close it like that, it's gonna shut right away, it's gonna latch. You guys can lock that if you're using this space for storage. And then you do have a secondary latch right there as well. And inside of that door, you still get your drop-down window. But now this one has your full width rear tack, so we'll step around and take a look at how this is optioned out, because I really like how they set this up as far as coming from like a storage standpoint. Lots of options on this one. We did do the 50-50 doors, so both of your doors will swing wide open, fully carpeted, bridle hooks on both doors. And now starting right here, we've got a shelving unit right here in the corner, which I think is a great use of space. Gives you guys the ability to store all of your items up off the floor, keep them contained. Good spot for extra bell boots, sport boots, brushes. If you do have all your brushes in a grooming tote, you can just stick that in there. I think that's really nice to have that storage feature right there. And then you do have two of your recessed saddle racks right here with your blanket bar right in the middle. So you can store your saddles on either side and then have your blanket pull. I actually have a customer right now, his trailer should be finished in about 2 months, but they did this same kind of setup in their front tack where they had saddles on both sides and a big blanket pull straight down the middle. Just, you guys always think when you're grabbing your pads, you're always grabbing your saddles at the same time. Now they're in the same location. Come up here, grab your pad, grab your saddle, and go walk around and saddle your horse. You're not going to multiple locations to get what you need. I do have a fold down step as I'm climbing up in here. I want to point that out. Makes things a whole lot easier than having to step way up in here. Fully carpeted all the way behind. And then we have another shelf up here, up high. It's gonna be full length right here. So tons of good storage space up in here. This one also has the carpet in it. Keeps things up off the floor. I love my storage features, so I just think this one's really well set up, really nice. And then hanging out way back here in the corner is a 25-gallon water tank. It gives you guys water on board if you did need to fill buckets. Maybe the truck stopped, the hydrants aren't working. I know a lot of them will turn their hydrants off for the winter depending on where they're located. Hydrants aren't working, you need to water your horses. You've got water on board right here. This side over here, we've got an extra row of hooks up here and then your hose. Obviously, you're probably gonna wanna get a longer hose to get all the way out, being that it's located in the back of your rear tack, but you do get that one that comes with it. Lights throughout as well, so you do have good visibility inside of your tack room. 2 rows of hooks on this door and your brush tray down below. Carpet behind that as well is a great just protectant for your equipment, protectant for your trailer. You're just gonna maintain that resale value when you don't have those black aluminum or the black streaks on your aluminum that you guys would typically see if you didn't have protectant behind. Now hang out right there. I'm gonna close this door. Make sure I'm not on my hold back there. So this door will close second, but we don't need to close that one right now. I just wanted to point out our easy climb ladder right here. So this will come out at your angle right there and give you guys access up into your hay pod up there and your generator. So your generator is going to be behind that solid wall. You guys can see that exhaust tip pointing out right there. And then right next to it, we have that gate. You can swing that gate open and get easier access if you are using a tractor bucket to load bales up there. Swing that gate open and you'll get a lot more clearance to get your bales in and out. But then we do have that integrated hay pod up there. So you guys have built into the roof line, great hay storage. If you don't have a tractor and you're throwing hay in that stud wall, it's still a great spot for smaller items. Like I've always stored camping chairs and stuff up there because those are easy to climb up this ladder while carrying. And this is just going to tuck back away inside of there, and it has this little latch right here that will hold it in place. We've got 2 more light switch controls right here. These are controlling your lights inside of your rear tack, outside of your rear tack, and on the sides over your tie rings. Stepping around to our driver's side here, we have our fuel tank right here for that Onan 5500 gas generator. You're fueling right there. And then we do have your drop downs on this side, on your head side with your jail bars. This side is going to have the window screens on it because it is head side. I really like that Logan does that on all of their drop down windows on all of their trailers. I think it's a great safety feature just to prevent rocks and debris from kicking up in your horse's face. These can also drop down. I do that really quick. I should demonstrate. I'm just pulling down on this square center bar right here. That's releasing my latches, allowing me to drop that down. Now you guys have access to those mangers. You can check on your horses, get them some water. And then when you do pop them back up, you're just gonna pull down on that center bar and push it in. These also shut if you just want to use your sliding bus windows for ventilation that way. And then we do have manger storage behind. Again, you have your mangers in all 4 stalls. You're gonna have all 4 doors for manger storage as well. Your 2 bigger ones at your front, and then your 2 smaller ones at the rear, but they all open up to the same space. You've got a really nice long row of bridle hooks in there for storage. So that's a great spot to hang that shore power cord. Your bigger doors are perfect locations for water buckets, grain buckets. You guys can store grain bags in here as well, or all of your supplements can go in there. Down below those 2 smaller doors, you have your 10K axles on 19.5 wheels, and these are the beefier bore aluminum wheels as well. And then we did do the spread axle that comes with your sport package. The spread axle, a lot of customers, I was reading a post on Facebook the other day, one person had asked pros and cons of a tandem versus a triple. A lot of people were commenting how much they love their spread axle because it does give them somewhat of the feel of a triple without having to buy the extra 2 tires. You're gonna get a better weight distribution with your spread. So you're gonna take a little bit weight off the tongue up front, take a little bit of that load off, put it back here, and then spreading the axles allows for a little bit of a smoother ride for your horses as well, as your wheels are hitting those bumps in the road independently at different times. Working our way up past our stall area, we're gonna find our 30 amp plug. So that shore power cord that we saw, you're gonna plug in right here when you have full RV hookups. Otherwise you can run your generator. And then black and gray tanks dump right there. This is the back side of our electric slide out that we will make our way around. That same sport package is also giving you those black frameless windows. And then up in front of your slide out, if you do have the full RV hookups, you can hook up to your city water connection right here for on-demand water. Then you have your exterior spigot that's going to drain water from your house water tank. So remember, this will come from your water on board in your LQ. And then you have your fresh water tank fill right there, so you can fill directly into your tank if you don't have the full hookups. And then we have our VIN sticker right here. Your GVWR is going to be 25,900 pounds on this one. Up under here we have the roll-up door enclosure. A lot of good feedback on this as well, because it does just completely cover this entire area. Really protects all of this from your road debris, your rocks, your salt, water splashing up on here. You got dual 30-pound propane tanks. So we got the big ones on this one. Batteries inside of plastic battery boxes on your battery tray right here. Battery disconnect switch. So right now everything's running off battery power because I turned off that generator. Make sure when you are parked, if you're plugged into shore power or you're running your generator, you want this to be green. Same with if you're plugged into your 7-pin on your truck, you want this to be green because all 3 of those sources will charge your batteries. If you're parked and you're not going to be using anything, you're going into town for dinner, make sure you flip that to red so you do not accidentally drain your batteries when you leave on the bathroom light or something like that. Full-size matching spare tire under here. You also get your block right there to roll up on when you need to change tires. Got dual electric jacks on this one. And then we have our jack controls right here. So those are nice when you just push a button. So quick recap, because I know we went through a lot on this trailer. Again, this is your 2025 Logan, so brand new, full warranties, 8-year structure warranty, 2-year nose to tail, and then with your black Vortex lining that you guys seen throughout this trailer, you're gonna get a limited lifetime corrosion warranty with that product. This one's your 14-foot short wall, 4-horse, side load, full width rear tack. We have a lot of options. It's actually a 6-page spec sheet. If you guys want to run through those options and just see everything that maybe we skipped over inside this video, because there is so much to show you guys, I would be glad to run through this with you guys. If you have any questions on this trailer, it is still available. You're welcome to call or text my cell phone, which also pops up on your screen. That phone number is 303-918-6367. If you prefer email, that's Michaela.Hall@transwest.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today and checking out this awesome Logan coach with me. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy your weekend.